Have you ever wondered what really goes on in the mind of a world champion? I'm not just talking about training, diet, or a tough routine. I'm talking about secrets, fears, and internal battles that no one sees. Today, you're going to discover a side of Derek Lunsford that has never appeared in interviews, on stage, or on social media. A human, vulnerable side that few dare to show. Stay with me until the end, because this story will change the way you see not only bodybuilding but also your own challenges. If you've ever felt afraid of failing or losing everything you've achieved, this story is for you. So hit like, comment, I'm here down below, and get ready, because what comes next is simply unmissable. Imagine yourself at the top of the world, not just literally, but at the peak of your career, admired by millions, respected by your peers, and feared by your competitors. Derek Lunsford got there. He's not just a champion, he's a phenomenon in modern bodybuilding. An athlete who won the Mr. Olympia 212 title in 2021, and since then has challenged the very rules of the sport. His nearly perfect physique, relentless discipline, and total dedication have made him a global icon. But behind that sculpted body and confident smile, there's something Derek has never publicly revealed. A deep, real fear that follows him. Even when he's alone, far from the spotlight. Derek was born in 1993 in the United States, into an ordinary family but with an uncommon passion for sports. From a young age, he tried several sports: soccer, wrestling, swimming. He tried everything, searching for something that truly excited him. It was in bodybuilding that he found his true path, awakening an overwhelming passion and an insatiable desire to be the best. With privileged genetics, but above all, with extreme discipline and total dedication, Derek began to build his legacy. The path to the Mr. Olympia 212 title, which he won in 2021, was not easy. It took years of exhausting training, strict diets, and personal sacrifices. But Derek wasn't content to be just another champion. He wanted more. He wanted to prove to himself that he could compete with the giants of the open category, where monsters like Big Ramy and Hadi Choopan dominated, and he did it. He left the comfort zone of the 212 category to face the biggest and strongest in the world. That decision was a milestone in Derek's career. Few bodybuilders have the courage to leave a category where they're champions to face a bigger, more brutal, more unpredictable challenge. The open category demands the most from body and mind, but Derek wasn't intimidated. In 2022, he was already among the best. In 2023, he took second place, proving he wasn't there by chance. And now, in 2024, he's the absolute favorite for the title. Derek's meteoric rise is an inspiration to many, but what few know is the price he pays for it. Reaching the top demands everything from an athlete. Staying at the top demands even more. Derek's fear isn't about losing to another competitor, nor the fear of the stage or criticism. It's a much deeper fear, the fear of his own body. The fear of waking up one day and realizing he's no longer at his best, that his physique no longer responds as before, that the aesthetics that made him a champion begin to fade. Bodybuilders live on the edge. Heavy training, extreme diets, hormone manipulation, constant risk of injury. And as the years go by, the body is no longer the same. Derek has said in interviews that his biggest concern is the future. He fears losing control of his own physique, fears that symmetry, his greatest weapon, will disappear, that aesthetics will be lost. Imagine building an entire career based on your body and suddenly seeing it fail. What's left? This is Derek Lunsford's real fear, regression. This fear isn't exclusive to him. Many elite athletes live this silent anguish. You might be at your peak today, but the peak doesn't last forever. And this awareness creates enormous mental pressure. Derek's fear shows up in small details of daily life: anxiety before check-ins with his coach, nervousness when stepping on the scale, frustration when his skin isn't as thin as in the last prep. He's known for his almost inhuman discipline, But even that doesn't guarantee his physique will keep evolving. And that's where the psychological battle comes in. The fear of regression is not just physical, it's deeply psychological. Derek's mind is always alert, always fighting doubt, anxiety, and the fear of failure. Another rarely discussed aspect is physical pain. Knees, elbows, spine. Derek's body, like any elite athlete's, suffers. And it's not a mild pain. It's a constant pain that follows every training session, every movement. But Derek doesn't show this pain. He steps on stage smiling, transmitting confidence and strength. But behind that smile, there's a daily battle against exhaustion and suffering. Every workout is a fight. Every fasted cardio session is a test of willpower. This pain feeds the fear, because one day the body might simply say, enough. And when that happens, what will become of Derek's career? This is another silent fear Derek has confessed, the fear of what comes after. He knows the peak doesn't last forever. The cameras will turn off, sponsorships will decrease, and most fans will disappear. He fears not finding a new purpose, being stuck in the past, not knowing where to go. This post-career void is a harsh reality for many past champions who saw their lives crumble when the lights went out. But Derek has something that sets him apart: mentality. He doesn't just train the body, but also the mind. Faith, discipline, and self-control are his greatest weapons to face these fears. Even with all these fears, Derek doesn't give up. He uses fear as fuel, as motivation to keep fighting. And that's what makes him so dangerous on stage. He knows what's at stake and fights as if it were the last time. Derek Lunsford's story isn't just about muscles or titles. It's a story of overcoming, of facing internal fears that no one sees. It's about the courage to continue, even when everything seems to conspire against you. We all have our fears, some bigger, some smaller, but what really matters is how we react to them. Derek chose to face his fears, to keep going even with pain and doubt, and that's why he inspires so many people around the world. If he can do it, with the whole world watching, what's stopping you from doing the same? If this story made you see bodybuilding and life differently, hit like, share, and comment below with the word challenge if you've faced similar fears in your life. And of course, subscribe to follow more stories that reveal the hidden side of giants. Mental health is an increasingly discussed topic in sports, but there's still a lot of taboo. Derek has sought support, talked to professionals, shared his anxieties with trusted people. He understands he's not invincible, that he needs to take care of his mind as much as his body. This makes him an example not only of physical strength, but also of emotional courage. The fear of the future, of what comes after the peak, is a shadow that hangs over all champions. Derek is already planning his next steps, thinking about how he can use his experience to inspire others, to help new athletes follow a healthier and more balanced path. He knows that a career on stage has an expiration date, but he believes he can leave a legacy that goes beyond trophies and medals. Derek Lunsford's story is, above all, a lesson in resilience, about the ability to face your own demons, to move forward even when everything seems difficult. It's about finding purpose in pain, meaning in sacrifice, motivation in fear. It's about not giving up, even when the whole world expects you to fall. If you've made it this far, it's because this story touched something inside you. Maybe you also have fears, doubts, insecurities. Maybe you've thought about giving up, about abandoning your dreams. But remember, true champions aren't those who never fall, but those who always get up. Derek Lunsford is living proof of that. He shows every day that it's possible to overcome limits, win internal battles, and keep fighting, no matter the size of the challenge. So, next time you look at a bodybuilder on stage, remember that behind every muscle, every pose, there's a story of struggle, pain, and overcoming. There's a human being facing their own fears, seeking their own path, and above all there's hope that even in the face of the greatest adversities, it's possible to keep growing, evolving, and inspiring the world. If this story made you see bodybuilding and life differently, share, comment, and inspire others, because all of us at some point need a dose of courage to face our own fears. And maybe, like Derek Lunsford, you too can reach the top of your own world. If you've ever felt this fear, if you've faced similar challenges, comment the word challenge below. I want to know how you deal with your own obstacles. And if you believe Derek will keep winning, write strength. If you think the pressure can defeat him, write defeat. The important thing is to participate, reflect, and above all, never stop fighting for your dreams. See you next time, and remember, the true giant is the one who faces their own fears every day.